Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe 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 Govinda Govinda Radhe. Today we will read verse 73 from Vilapa Kusumanjali. Madhusudana is the crest jewel of clever pranksters. One day he obstructs your path on the pretext of collecting tax from you as you are walking near the Govardhan Hill. Will I then see your proud eyes crowned with frowned eyebrows? Once again.
Yes. I don't know how devotees and Gurudev is hearing you in Munger. Is it clear? Is it clear? Is it clear?
No, it's very low. No, clear.
It's not
very
clear,
low
yeah.
also here. Yeah, very low volume.
This is the reason why, yeah. Anantaji, trebaš malo glasnije, jer je zagušen.
Aha, u redu. Okay.
Slobodno, samo glasno onako.
Madhusudana is the crest jewel of clever pranksters.
Okay.
It's okay?
Yeah.
One day he obstructs your path on the pretext of collecting tax from you as you are walking near Govardhan Hill. Will I then see your proud eyes crowned with frowned eyebrows? Notes from Anantadas Babaji. This time Sri Raghunatha perceives the Dana Lila, Radha and Mohana's quarrel over the tax on ghee by Govardhan Hill. The pastimes follow each other like a stream of sweet vision. Within the relish of these sweet pastimes is also the relish of sweet devotional service. Madhusudana is the crest jewel of clever pranksters. One day he obstructs your path on the pretext of collecting tax from you as you are walking near Govardhan Hill. Will I then see your proud eyes crowned with frowned eyebrows?
Radhe, maybe we can stop a little bit before we continue in this humorous Danakeli Lila, which Ananta chose. Here, what catch my attention is within the relish of these sweet pastimes is also the relish of sweet devotional service. So these two subjects, let's say, are going simultaneously together, but not in the beginning. First, devotees had to develop ruchi, taste for certain subject which is deeply connected with their chosen Ishtadev. Then this ruchi is helping devotees to listen about everything which is tightly connected, in this case with Radha Mohan or Yugala Kishore. And the more ruchi is present in the heart, in the mind, in the consciousness of devotee, he is able to relish. The visions are not coming, but through the words of Rasik devotees. Sadhaka in Manjari Bhav is able to relish these pastimes and also especially to relish the feelings which are present in these pastimes. And this relishment, development of this relishment slowly is putting him on the stage where his heart and mind and his identity becomes more focused on Ishtadev and coming on the stage of attachment. So first is taste. Of course, first is other things. Shraddha, Sadhu Sangha, Bhajan, Kriya, Nishta level. But this taste is very important because this taste is showing that the devotee, first of all, is very serious. And he wants to attain his ultimate goal. And because of this desire, automatically his taste is in such a form that brings him wherever and whoever is speaking about the subject of his beloved Ishtadev. So taste brings relishment. Without taste, there is no relishment. And Anantadas Babaji is saying that within relish of these sweet pastimes, he also relished the sweet devotional service. So through this taste, relishment of pastimes are developing slowly more and more. And devotee, in one moment, can be able to stop his mind and focus his mind and heart in these sweet, loving pastimes, because he has a taste for that. If we don't have a taste for something, it's very difficult and sometimes impossible to focus mind and heart on that subject. But if we like it, if we have a taste for certain subject, our mind and heart automatically is going. So the same things is going with sadhaka in Manjari Bhav sadhana. He has a taste for Manjari Bhav and he wants, or she wants to become close, intimate with Radhika. This is his desires. And these desires is helping him to go deeper in a relishment of sweet pastimes. And what is happening in the pastimes? In the beginning, devotee is more or less like observer. But after other stages, by the mercy of Guru Kripa or Hladini Shakti, is penetrating in the heart of devotee, he is more and more closer to beloved Ishtadev. And then desire for active service in the way of helping his Guru Manjari and other Manjaris is raising and raising in his heart more and more. So in that way, ultimately when he, by the mercy of Guru and Hladini Shakti Radhika through the Guru Manjari, when he attained the position that he is firmly established in his Staibhav, yes, I am Radharani's maidservant. I see myself like a Radharani's maidservant. I feel myself Radharani's servant. I think about myself like a Radharani's servant. Then automatically, this stage is melting his heart more and more. And because of melting the heart, devotee is more connected with Ishtadev, and he is coming on the position of, I am yours, and only yours, and only yours. But also, you are mine. In that moment, spontaneously, he is relishing the sweet pastimes, but also he is relishing devotional service. And everything is sweet, Madhurya. Ruchi brings devotee, taste brings devotee to relish the sweetness of pastimes. But the more mercy is coming and he is able to receive that mercy, sweetness and realization of sweetness and relishment of sweetness is increasing and increasing more and more. And he started to become addicted to this Madhurya of his beloved Radharani. And in that moment, he is relishing sweet pastimes and also relish sweet devotional service. This is our goal, or goal of Manjari Bhav Sadhaka. Gurudev, do you want to share something, please?
Yeah, so beautifully explained.
No, we want to hear your feelings about that. I just gave small hints.
I joined to Saturday class only to hear you. You make so sweet katha. Really, I'm honest with you.
You exaggerate, Gurudev. Please, devotees, don't take it seriously.
I'm take serious. I loved your classes.
It's
We're all
not
meant
that.
You meant us. Wow.
But we need you, Gurudev, Udavaji, to melt us additionally.
Yes, that is sure. But you now melt. Yes.
I'm fool. I don't know what I'm talking about.
It's so nice, dear, that you talk about mercy when you talk about taste and relish.
Wow.
Because, of course, we can't cause taste. We can't say, today I'm going to have taste. It comes, like you say, spontaneously. And in a kind of paradox, if we don't have some small idea of what there is to taste, to relish, we can never taste. And if we don't have taste, we can't relish. So it just happens like this. Through mercy, like you said.
And this mercy is coming from Sadhu Sangha or Guru Sangha. Because all the qualities of pure devotees starting to be infused in the heart of sadhaka, who is very attentively with open heart, is listening. Then taste from sadhu's heart is penetrating very powerfully, penetrating in the heart of such kind of sadhaka. This is the source of our little taste. Heart of sadhu sangha is the source of all bhakti and also source of all taste. And that is the mercy. And we are depending on sadhu sangha, association of such sublime personalities. And also these personalities are very prominent also in their words, through their words in the books. And Ananta from Croatia, our dear Anantaji, chose these words because also we can see how this Dana Kelly is developing and bringing devotees to the level of relishment. But to really relish it, we should understand the relationship between Rupa and Raghunatha. And later on, maybe we can say something. Please. If someone wants to jump, please just do it. I cannot. I have Gurudev on my main screen. I don't know who is there. Sorry.
Nobody is there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Show him by
45.
45.
Okay.
Highest figure.
You're going to break the internet, my dear.
My God.
Oh. This is nothing. Okay, Anantaji.
Who is that?
Please.
Radhe. In the Dana Lila, the loving quarrels of the divine pair are relishable. Srila Rupa Goswami and Srila Raghunath Das Goswami have described this pastime in their books, Dana Kelly Kaumudi and Dana Kelly Chintamani.
Yes, before. How this book came out. Why Rupa wrote this book. Dana Keli Kaumudi, and why Raghunath also, in addition of the book, also wrote this Dana Keli Chintamani. Gauravani, I see you now. Would you be so kind to tell us if you have connection?
Radhe Radhe, my dear, I just came in, so...
Oh.
I just got some minutes, so I don't know what you're talking about, so...
Okay.
Maybe you just go on and ignore myself.
All right. Thank you very much. So, I'm sorry that I put you in this situation, but I just saw you. My point is that we should remember how these two books, Dana Keli Kaumudi and Dana Keli Chintamani, appear. It's a great mercy that those books appear, explaining this beautiful, funny, like, full of rasa, different kinds of rasas, lila, of Dana Keli, paying the tax, shortly to say. So Raghunath was in very sad situation, in very sad consciousness. He was suffering from his separation from Radharani. And this is normal for pure devotee. It is completely normal condition that he is suffering because he doesn't have a visions of Radharani, and also he doesn't have a possibility to serve Radhika. So suffering is completely normal for someone who is in love. But he had a friend, the best friend, and this is Rupa Goswami. He felt great compassion because Raghunath was suffering for Radhika. And like the best friend, he wanted to cheer up him. He wanted to make him much more in another mood. But how he did it? He wrote this drama, this play, in which many, many funny past times and expression of conversations is going on between Radhika, Gopis, Krishna, and his intimate friends. So this is the friendship. How to make my friend happy. He is suffering, but I want to make him happy. And who can really make a friend happy? Only someone who perfectly knows the mind and heart of his friend. This is also Manobishtam. And as we know, Rupa Goswami is senior. He's like a guru to Raghunath. He knows the heart and mind of Raghunath, but also Raghunath knows the heart and mind of Rupa. So this is complete friendship, because they are best friends in Sadhaka Vesh and they are best friends in their Swarup Vesh. So this means friendship. It's not friendship, for example, that Rupa came and said, okay, Raghunath, come here, I will bring you to the cinema. We will go in some good shopping or whatever. No, he knew the heart and mind of Raghunath and said, only if I write something nicely, sweetly, and funny about Radharani will remove the pain of sorrow and the pain of separation from Raghunath's heart. So in that way he wrote this play, Dana Keli Kaumudi, but it's not a play like imagination or Rupa's concoction. This play is real direct vision of Rupa. So when he were writing this play, immediately he gave opportunity to his friend, best friend, Raghunath, to dive immediately in this loving pastime. And what Raghunath did, he gave back to his superior friend, and he wrote, Dana Keli Chintaman. So this is real friendship, full of emotions, full of love and dependence on each other, because both of them are tightly connected with Srimati Radharani. So these friends are necessary in our lives. These friends can help us in all circumstances. These are eternal, real friends. So this is not just a lila. Any lila is not just a lila, but behind that lila is the story which also helping us with which kind of consciousness and feelings, devotion also to listen and meditate on this lila. Especially if we know about this tight connection between Rupa and Raghunatha. Then this play is even more and more valuable than just, or not only just, but lila between Radha Mohan, gopis, and others, manjaris and so on.
Gauranga, thank you very much.
Yes.
And this shows that in relation, it grows. It needs vice versa, me and you, to dance perhaps, to tell about. It's not a question of perhaps being solitude is also a necessary process, but then I have to go in a process of exchanging. It's relation. So we need each other to serve each other in this way.
Yes, Sudevi. So nice. Yes. But for that, we have to practice how to properly associate. It's not that every association is association. Even between devotees, we should learn, this is the art, how to associate. If we're just spending the time together in positive mood or whatever, it's not association which can bring us on the level of ruchi. What to speak about other levels? We need persons who are deeply immersed in the taste, in the sweet relishment of the sweet bhakti. We want to become dependent on them. So many times we can see that we can be together with someone, with 20, 30 persons who are also devotees, and after that we feel empty. Why? Because nothing substantially was exchanged. And like Sudevi, you said, it was 20 people around me and I didn't make any relationship. And every one of us, I suppose, we have similar experience. Mela is not for exchanging different kinds of show, different kinds of conversations about so many subjects. No, this is not the use of Mela. It's better to go to cinema, or whatever. Don't waste the time. Mela means prem mela, because we want to attain prem. So we have to behave like those persons who want to attain prema, not in opposite. We should always relish and nourish each other with the prem, not our prem, not my prem, but with the prem of Rupa, Raghunatha, Pade, Hoibe Atuki, with their prem. This is the reason why we have Mela. With their prem, we want to nourish our spiritual love and especially taste, so that we can have Mela. Otherwise, it's not a Mela. It's a Gramya Mela. And it must be clear. Otherwise, it's a wasting of time. Association with devotees is a crucial, essential thing but how to associate. This is the point.
Jai Radhe, Gauranga Sundar.
Oh, Gora, let's
So
see.
nice.
Where are you? Where are you?
I like your point. I'm driving. We are just on the way to a birthday party, and I was meditating on this point, how to stay in the consciousness, in the feeling. And I told to Suniti, it's just a nice example, how Gurudev is attracting everyone who is in his association. And so my friend Mike and Imke, they was there in the springtime, and immediately they come in contact with Gurudev, and somehow they become a loving relation. There was only 1 week there. But now every time I'm in contact with them, they ask, how is Gurudev? They don't say Sadhu Maharaj, they say, how is Gurudev? It's so nice, and they love him very much. And this was only a short meeting. So, and this is for me the example of one who is fixed in his Swarup and in his Bhav. How attractive is it? It's amazing. And he developed this feeling his life long. And now he, in his ripe stage, 80 years, he is so attracting to everyone, even to people who have no idea from any kind of bhakti or philosophy. But by this loving mood, heart, they are attached. And this, I mean, actually we go there because we have some friendship. It's not a association in the bhakti way or in our bar, because they have no contact to that. But I was meditating on what is my part, what is my point there. It's not a Sajatya Sangha or whatever. But then I was thinking about Gurudev, how he is so attracting to everyone. So, and I feel in myself, I have to develop this so that people like to be in contact with us. They like our mood, even no philosophy, nothing, but only by peaceful and something beautiful. So thank you for this point. I was really, why I go there for party, I don't drink, I don't eat, and to try to develop inside the good test.
Thank you, Gora. Thank you very much, Gora. Yeah, different kinds of association. When I was pointing about association, I was thinking about association with those who are really in Sajatya mood, like you said. But when we are fixed and we know who we are, automatically, we don't have to say anything. Attraction will start to emanate from that person who knows who is he. Even in material life, so many people, they don't know who they are at all. And they're very attractive for someone who knows I am this and that, and I am standing behind that. I am completely fixed in that. Everyone is attracted. But behind that is spiritual reason. And this is Taibhav.
Yes. What is attracting?
Taibhav is distraction. Yeah.
This is, and the relationship to Guru and Radhika. That makes attracting. If this is there, automatic.
And this is the reason why Gurudev told me few times, you want to communicate, take the book and read. I don't like sharing without reading. Are you agree?
Yeah.
And I said, yes, 100%. What is the use of sharing without, or it's not based on book?
No,
life coaching. Life coaching is not bhakti.
No.
Life coaching is not a bhakti. Sounds this and that, but life coaching is not bhakti. Bhakti is only for bhakti. And all these instructions from the books are for bhaktas. And for that association we need. And then we get premel.
Oh, so nice. Wow.
Someone else wants to share before we continue? If you feel some urge. Okay. Yes, Sudhavaji. Click.
Well, I've already shared, but it's impossible. Well, let's put it this way, that you and Gaurasundra, in your way of speaking, are already so attractive. This is very good. That you're making us smile here in Vrindavan. And you make us grow. This is association. Gaurasundra is laughing while I'm worried he's driving the car while he's laughing and smiling. It will block his eyes, and then he'll bump into something. But there's so much pleasure in his speaking, so much pleasure in sharing. This energy is there. We want to share. We want to give this love we feel. So that's all I have to say. To thank you both for this.
Thank you. Sorry if I'm speaking nonsense. Please forgive me. Don't take it seriously. Yes, Anantaji. If no one wants to share,
Yeah.
okay. Oh.
So we will continue with Mela. Prem Mela.
Yes. Now starts Prem Mela.
For the welfare of his son, Balaram Vasudev has engaged Bhaguri Muni and other sages in performing a fire Kunda, a lake at the base of Govardhan Hill. The sages have promised gopis that all their desires will be fulfilled if they will carry the required ghee to the sacrificial ground. And this promise is announced all over Vraja. Shri Radhika hears the news from her pet parrot, Sukshimadi, and she sets out from Radhakunda with her Sakis, like Lalita, Vishaka, Chitra, and Champakalata, and her Manjaris, like Rupa and Tulasi. All these gopis carry golden lotus with fresh ghee on red silken rolls on their head.
Loud, low not loud.
Okay, what it is. The gopis are so sublimely dressed and ornamented that the base of Govardhan Hill shines with their golden effulgence. We will meet Mohana on the pretext of donating ghee. Shri Radhika casts her glances here and there, thinking, where is the Lord of my life? Then and there. Now we have a text from Danakeli Chintamani of Shri Raghunatha. Shri Radha is swiftly coming this way with her girlfriend. Hearing this message from a parrot, Gopendra Nandana smiled slightly.
More loudly, please, if possible.
Okay. This is more than I can, but I will try. Shri Radha is swiftly coming this way with her girlfriend. Hearing this message from a parrot, Gopendra Nandana smiled slightly, climbed on the top of Govardhan Hill with his friends like Subala and Madhumangala, at the high spot known as Shyamavedi, and erected a matchless toll station there. When Shri Radhika eagerly arrives at the Manasiganga lake with her girlfriends, She remembers Shyama as she sees the black bees humming around the blossoming lotus flower in the lake. Srimati becomes overwhelmed by ecstasy when she hears Shyama's very sweet flute playing and says, "Oh friends, let us perform austerities to take our neck births in a bamboo family. Don't think that this is an ordinary birth. It is the highest birth in this world, because bamboo flutes alone can relish the nectar of Murari's bimba fruit-like lips." Slowly, Sri Radhika walks on, immersed in talking about Mohana with her friends, her wine-like body stewed with flower-like emotion. Vrinda shows Radhika how beautiful Shyama looks on top of the hill, and in amazement Srimati says, "Oh Vrinda, Hari has crossed the path of my eyes many times before, but I have never seen him in this unprecedentedly sweet way before. My eyes have never been able to drink even a drop of the nectarine beauty of even one of his limbs. The Sakis are absorbed in the sweetness of Yugala Kishora, and they say to each other, 'Behold, O Saki, that ordinary love. They drink the elixir of their matchless loving pastimes, and their hairs stand on end of ecstasy. They stare at each other from afar with unblinking eyes that are filled with tears of ecstasy. They drown in a pool of bliss, and they only became steady again after a long time.'" Surely, Sridas Goswami's description of Sri Krishna seeing Radha in his Dana Keli Chintamani is unrivaled in this world. When Mohana sees Radhika, he says in amazement, "Is this a blossoming vine of champaka flowers?" No, because that does not move. Then, is it a vine of lightning? No, because that is very fickle and disappears in the clouds again in a moment. Then, is it a river of effulgence? No, because that has no form, and this being certainly has. Then I know for sure that it is Radha, approaching me with her friends. Then he also says, "It is Radhika herself, whose limbs are golden, who is the beautiful banner of fame for the family of King Vrishabhanu, who is a wave of splendid jewels from Kirtida's mine-like womb, the virtuous younger sister of Sridama, the moonlight that suits her lily-like girlfriend, and the sitting place for my great peacock-like heart." The use of metaphors, the depth of the feelings, and the loveliness of the composition of these two verses are greatly relishable for the Rasika devotees. The choice of the most lovely and exquisite words and the self-manifest feelings in them are the extraordinary treasure of the Srila Das Goswami. Such a special composition is very rare in Vaishnava literature, and it stands alone in its great wonder.
Ramani ji, maybe You want to share? You have to share something, or it's coming something to you?
I'm so happy just to hear, because it's so rare that I can sit there and just hear and have this Sajjatya Sangha here. And I'm always happy to hear from you and from all these devotees who actually really dive deep. So if I don't have to, if you don't force me, I will just let in the nectar.
So each word has a specific place in poetry, in the books of our beloved Rasikacharyas. And it's not written because like an embellishment, like ornament, to sound nicely. No, each word is full of their deep, real realization. So whatever they are talking or they are writing, there is no difference between talking and writing in their case, and living also, behaving. There is no difference between behaving and writing of Raghunath. They are doing it from a deep absorption on Srimati Radharani. And this is why every word, every syllable of that word is so valuable. And we call it Gora Vani, golden words, because this kind of gold doesn't exist in this world. We say gold because in material world, gold is most precious, valuable thing. But actually, these golden words cannot be compared with anything which exists in material world. But somehow, acharyas are merciful and also want to praise and glorify Radhika and these beautiful Yugala pastimes. And they're using this kind of poetic ornaments, embellishments, metaphors to touch our hearts. Because the poetry has that power to touch the emotion of someone who is listening or reading that. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Chaitanya Charitamrita said, actually, you cannot preach rasa. Rasa can be only relished through the poetry. So to write this kind of poetry is not ordinary, materialistic, worldly poetry. This poetry brings spiritual, sweet pastimes in front of the sadhakas, and they're helping sadhakas to enter in that pastimes. And these pastimes are not fiction. These pastimes are even not media to attain perfection. These pastimes are rasa, which is existing. And how we will relish that rasa, it depends on our ability to open our heart for mercy to relish rasa. We think, like Uddhavaji said, now I want to have a taste. Now it's 2:00, and now I want to have a taste by listening. It doesn't go like this. Taste has to be always there, and it has to be nourished, cultivated. This is the sadhana, to cultivate the taste. So the best way is through listening. And this particular part of bhakti, shravanam, is existing in the life of devotee in the beginning, in the middle, and ultimately in the end. So to appreciate these words of Goswamis, we should feel their feelings. And the more we are feeling their feelings, automatically we are connected with their realizations. And realizations are something which we miss in our life.
This is beautiful. When we go to the feeling of realized soul, Then realization. Feeling makes us realize. Wow, beautiful.
This is your words, Guru.
This is your words. Wow.
But this is really our sadhana. It's really, if we don't practice it, my conviction is that I'm speaking boldly because this my conviction is. It's not that I have realization, but my strong conviction is that if we connect our feelings with the feelings of acharyas, then realizations will start to penetrate and be infused in the waves in our all existence. But this is just my conviction. I'm sorry, I don't have this kind of sublime realizations.
It's no accident. No, I would be still.
No.
I was going to. It's no accident that our great acharyas are wonderful poets. The Goswamis, in particular, Raghunathas and Prabhupada Saraswati, and then also the modern acharyas like Anandadas Babaji. They are poets. They're writing such beautiful words that only come to life like seeds planted in fertile soil. Only as much as the hearts of the listeners are soft and fertile will the seeds of the words grow. It's a poetic language like this. It's just like you described.
Yes, Sudhavaji. Thank you, Dava. We are reading commentary of Anantadas Babaji, but this is also poetry. What Gurudev said now, 3 sentences he said, this is poetry. Because it's coming from the Rasic heart. And everything what is coming from Rasic heart is a poetry, is a rasa. And there is no difference. Even philosophy, when it's connected deeply with the lila, becomes rasa. Philosophy without lila is a problem. But if we put philosophy in the lila, like we say tattva in the rasa, in the lila, true lila, then we receive ras. And it's relishable. This is our sadhana. Please, Anantaji.
Radhe, I will just add something. And these words, these vanis, golden words, our acharyas, this poetry, beautiful poetry, are really wealth. It's really treasure of real wealth for devotee. Actually, is a wealth for all mankind, for all the people.
Yeah.
And if just a few drops of these words fall down in our heart, and if they stay there in our heart, this is really mercy. If we have this virus of these beautiful words stay in our heart and then go through our mind, our tongue, our everything. Words, they go out from us. This is really real wealth.
Right.
Then Vicky will continue with Mela. They see each other, and this causes a powerful wave of ecstasy in the river-like heart of Baba Mai. She tells Lalita, walk slowly. I'm feeling pain in my feet. But Lalita jokingly replies, you don't feel pain in your feet. There is a big black rock, Krishna, in your mind that gives you pain. You can still walk on with pain in your feet, but not with pain in your heart. In this way, the Sakis enjoy joking with Sri Radhika. How amazing is Nagara tax collector dressed as he stands there with Madhumangala and Subala. Subala says, oh, cowherd girls, where are you going with this ghee pot on your head? ignoring this toll station. The gopis don't even move an eyebrow and proudly walk on. Shyamanagara notice every steps of that Swamini makes. The jingling of her ankle bells sprinkles his ears with nectar, and he comes forward, enchanting the gopis with his soft smile, his glances, and the flute in his hand. The fish-like eyes of the Sakis and Manjaris swim in the ocean of the Yugala's sweetness. How beautifully Swamini smooths her eyes when Mohana blocks her path and says, "Pay me my tax." Shripada Lilashuka says in Shri Krishna Karnamrita, "O Krishna, let your nectarine pastimes that are relished by the tongues of the blessed souls, such as your naughty childhood games, your blocking Radha sway, and the emotional flute songs that emanate from your playful lotus-like mouth, continuously be manifest in my heart. These pastimes of obstruction is most relishable for the fortunate souls. This can only be understood by someone who has awoken his Siddha Swarupa. Srila Rupa Goswami prays to Sri Radha's Kilakinchita glance for the welfare of the world. Once even a drop of this sweetness has entered the heart and the mind of an aspirant devotee, he cannot withdraw his heart from its seizure anymore. First, Mohana talks with the Sakis while Swamini remains silent and grave. Sometimes Shyama comes up to Radhika to touch her and says, "Pay me with your youthful beauty." How beautifully Swamini then frowns her eyebrows that defeat the strength of millions of Cupid's arrows. Shyamanagara is enchanted, and Tulasi also floats in an ocean of spiritual flavor when she sees the beauty of these eyes. The Sakis sarcastically say, "Oh, is there also a levy on youths nowadays?" "Yes," Shyama says, "these things are taxed in this toll station." Swamini walks on, ignoring Shyama, who then say, "Do you dare to ignore me? Don't get too offensive now." "Oh Chandi, there is no need trying to chase away a black snake. When he simply hisses at you, you will be enchanted." Or when Mohana, who wears nice earrings, simply kisses you, you will be enchanted. Swamini proudly frows her eyebrows and says, "How will a snake be able to attack a Nakula's tree?" She mumbles. "She will simply bite him back. It would not be good opportunity for that snake." Or, "Why wouldn't you be able to relish housewives? Today is very good opportunity for that." In this way, Swamini shows her inner desires, like a rose covered by a tiny sheet. Her grave feelings are covered by her external show of disrespect. How clever she is in Rasika joking pastimes, just like Shyama. The clever Sakis nourish the pastimes of the Yugala Kishora. Dhaniraya, Mohana, stops the gopis on the way And Lalita says, I am Bhairavi, a man-hating goddess. See if you have the guts to touch me. Shyama is not able to touch her. Pointing at Swamini, he tells the Sakis, if you don't have any money on you now, you can keep only her with me and go on yourself. The Sakis say, then that we cannot do. Shyama says, then let me see how you will go without my consent. Then the Sakis say, Radhe, then we are going. You can stay here. Krishna says, where is the ghee for this sacrifice? Forcibly grabs it from their pots and starts to eat it. When Krishna touches the ghee, after pulling the pots from the gopis' heads, the Sakis say, this ghee is spoiled. When a dirty boy like you touch it, it cannot be offered anymore. Actually, when one even touch someone like you, one should take a bath. Saying this, the Sakis laugh and go on their way. In this way, Sri Radhika and the Rasika bee, Madhusudana, exchange so many humorous words in this celebrated Dana Lila, or text pastime. After this loving quarrel, Tulasi arranged for Radha and Mohana's loving pastimes in a kunja Nirdana Nirvartana Kunda, the lake where Sri Radhika pays her tax.
Okay, Radhe Radhe. So Anantaji, he read these pastimes. I suggest devotees after this Zoom, when they have time, also to again read these pastimes, because it's not easy to enter in all these levels of the feelings when we are reading, and technology is sometimes blocking us, because the feelings when we are reading something are important. Feelings when we are listening is important. Feelings when we are writing something are important. And no one can live without feelings. Devotee especially cannot live without feelings. And these feelings, like Gurudev said, which are connected with the pure devotees and pure feelings of their hearts, brings sadhakas slowly but surely to some degrees of realizations. In this lila, humor between Radha and Mohan is very prominent, but we have to feel it. And this humor is actually based on pure, mutual, transcendental love. Humor without pure love and pure relationship to give the pleasure to be loved is ordinary humor, ordinary laughter. But when this laughter is connected with rati, then it's becoming very tasteful. And here in this lila are present Yugala Kishore. They exchange their specific way of humor. Then Sakis are there. They also nourish and exchange this actively, this humor. But also there is a present also Krishna's friends, Priyanarma Sakas. And we can say here Priyanarma Sakis. And Manjaris are also witnessing, observing this pastime, and also enjoying this exchange of loving, humorous words, full of sarcastic ways of expression, full of sometimes, quarreling like mood. And you see how all these things, when they are connected with prema, they are spiritual, beneficial for our soul, and they are giving so much pleasure to the soul. But when these same activities, quarrel, humor, is without pure love, then there is no so much value in this kind of exchange of relationship. But when the same activities are connected with pure loving relationship, then these activities are bringing rasa to be more sweeter and more sweeter and more sweeter. And the humor is also very, very important in exchange of love, and it's also very natural in this exchange of love. But only lovers can understand the humor of each other's. Those who are not in that mood, those who don't understand the mood, catch the mood, they can misunderstand this humorous way of exchange of love. Because this is the exchange of heart to heart. And this is manobishtam, which is necessary for this kind of exchange of humor, jokes, quarrelings, sarcasm, and so on and so on. This kind of feelings, this kind of activity, exchange of humor, intensify Madhurya Rasa even more and more. But when we are listening and reading this kind of exchange of conversation, we have to be very humble and try to enter in these feelings of gopis, feelings of Radhika, and how rasa is becoming more sweeter and sweeter and sweeter. Then samskaras will become more deeper and deeper in the heart of sadhaka who is listening these loving pastimes. These jokes, this humor between Radha and Mohan and gopis will carve samskaras in the heart of sadhaka. And these samskaras are very important for advancement in spiritual life. If we are not so touched with particular lila, it means that samskaras didn't carve, they didn't penetrate in our hearts so deeply. And the more we are touched with certain lila, it means that everything what happened in lila, all emotions, all activities are carving deep, 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 deep samskaras in our heart. And these samskaras, these impressions, are a great, valuable jewel for every sadhaka. Because when these samskaras, impressions come together more and more and more and more, in one point, devotee's heart starts to bloom like a flower. So by listening, by entering deeply in the meanings of lila, feelings of lila, devotional service in lila, we are allowing our heart to receive these impressions, these samskaras. And like result, more taste will appear in the life of sadhaka. Some lilas are more complicated, multi-level, many levels. Some lilas are very simple. This lila is in the middle because we should know different feelings of different persons who participate in that lila. And the more we know their moods from our mood, we will be able to relish more and more. So when I will give you an example, well, Lalita is here saying, I just underline, I am Bharavi, man-hating goddess, She's addressing Krishna and saying, I am the goddess who is hating all the men. She is joking, but very strongly, according to her nature. This is not the words of Vishaka. This is the words of Lalita, who are prakar, always prakar in the mood of sharpness. I'm hating, I'm famous, I'm goddess, embodiment of hating the man. And she's telling directly in the eyes to Krishna. So don't play jokes with me. Don't play games with me. Don't touch me. I just give this example. So each word is colored with specific bhava of person who is talking it. And when we discriminate this, when we enter deeply in this, then rasa will bloom in our heart. Many things can be said here. Kila kinchat and so on, but maybe someone else can talk. My point was the humor, not banal humor, ordinary humor, without any taste. No, humor, but true staibhav. And that is relishable humor. But also to listen that kind of humor, we should also tune our hearts so that we can receive all benefit of that humor. And this is our sadhana. Okay. Someone wants to add something? Please, don't hesitate.
I will add.
Please, Gurudev. We are waiting.
What meaning of dana?
What does it mean, dana?
Dana.
Yeah, danat is from tax. Danat.
Dana means donation. Donate.
And tax. Yes.
I want
donation.
Dan.
Yes.
Donation. So Krishna needs donation.
Yes.
He is begging for taking something. He is a beggar here.
But not in the humble mood, Gurudev.
Humble mood, not. He is humble at the time, last time, when Radhika is coming, that you can, if you don't want to give any begging, give to Radhika to me.
Yeah.
I will hold. When you will come back, I will hand over to you. That is the dana. Is begging mercy from the gopis, sakhis, gopis, everyone. And this is the very nice place in Barsane. Very Sakari Kur means very narrow land. Only one person can go. You cannot go back even if a person is coming because it's so narrow. So nobody can run away and all has a pot in the head. It's like all you have to give tax to me. You have to give me tax, but give me. Tax means if you say tax, when I'm the first for you, why you give to others without me? Means dan keli, commonly. Means dan, he is asking, begging for love from all the Brajavasis. And it's a very deep pastime. Talking and sharing, that is very deep pastime. I cannot listen that. I am planning to say, read loud, because I am a higher listener. So, but it's a very beautiful pastime. But you see, Krishna is asking, begging from the gopis. Krishna is not a god in Braja. He is a beggar of love in the Braja. He is ready to accept man, dan. Dan means begging, man, lila, and holy. These are the major pastimes. Chori, holy, man, dan. These are the major pastime of Krishna. Chori, stealing the home, begging from gopis. Man, Radhika is then how to please, he knows. And holy Lila, to put his color, and Radhika want to put her color. So this holy Lila. These are very important pastimes still happening here. Why you go to the Madhukari? This is begging. Without Madhukari, go to the other home and beg one chapati. And all they will give you. Any house. Only say Radhe Shyam, they will come and give you. Because this will create the love and feelings inside. So these are the spirituality and pleasure. That Supreme Personality, Godhead, he comes for this.
He is begging for love.
Of begging for love.
Krishna is saying, if you don't have any money, you can keep only her with me.
Yes, only give Radhika to me and go, I will.
And go on yourself. And go on yourself.
Yes, no need anything.
We don't need you anymore.
I will protect her, and when you come, I will return.
Yes. But they agreed, Gurudev.
Yes.
Sakis agreed and said, yes, you can do it. We will go. She can stay only with you.
You see. But one pointed program. Only love, actually.
So, Gurudev, Krishna is begging for the gopis to attain Radhika.
Love her.
Yes.
For the love.
Yeah. He needs their mercy.
Yes. Without their mercy, he is empty. He is a beggar.
That's the point.
That is the point.
That is the point.
Without Sakhi and Gopi's mercy, Krishna is a beggar.
Yeah.
He will always beg.
Gopi Jana Vilapa is becoming.
Gopi Jana. Yes.
Yeah. Pujana Sakhi Jana. Mercy of gopis. Atma, then Atma Nivedan. And who is the Krishna's Atma?
Radhika.
He is giving Radhika. Yes? Who wants to say? He is Atma. He is giving Atma. And also his Atma is Radhika. So that's it. In
Braja, you see Rasa Madhuri, Venu Madhuri, Leela Madhuri, Leela, Rasa Leela, everything is Leela Madhuri, Rupa Madhuri, also Dankeli is also a Madhuri.
It's also Madhuri. Yes.
When begging for love is also Madhuri. Krishna is begging for love. Gopi is going and stealing the butter is also Madhuri. Speciality. Because the gopis are when making the butter, he thinks, yeah, so nice butter is there, milk is there. If Krishna come and eat, then it will be so nice. But he is not here. How I can give to Krishna? And Krishna listen that, and he come and steal and distribute to all his friends. Then he say, I know steal your thing. You call me, so I come to eat. If you don't call, why I am going to come? You call me. And they forget that I am thinking this.
And now he is also.
Huh?
Now he is also taking a ghee from the pots, from the gopis, and he immediately starts to eat and ruined. Actually, he polluted this ghee for sacrificial fire.
Yeah. Yes. When the Brahmana's wife is going for that, for yagya, yeah.
For yagya, yeah. And he is showing actually, not yagyas. Yagyas are not important. The essence, ghee, love, I want to taste.
Yeah. Taste.
And in the words, Raghunath, first word, he is saying Madhusudana.
Madhusudana.
Madhusudana. He is tasting this madhu, this ghee, this butter, love.
Yeah. Whole life is a milk. And when the butter comes, is a very specific time when the butter is coming. After too much churning of the milk, butter is coming. Churning, then butter is coming. Right? So, butter is the cream of the life.
Radhe Radhe Go